Hi, it's me, Vigo. And I'm here to tell you I am an animal. That's right. You might not have known that, but I am an animal. And I will not let my kind be degraded by little, scummy, weaselly, ishy humans. Humans are evil scum. And we animals won't take your shit anymore. That's right. So keep lying and I will do a video every fucking day to you, you stupid, scummy human. All of you. You too, grifter. I'll humiliate you every fucking day, you fucking dog-beating piece of shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Sled dogs. It's okay to beat sled dogs? I used to run with a 100% Malamute. A big motherfucking 150-pound fucking dog. And you didn't have to beat him to do a motherfucking thing. He'd jump in front of a train for you. I mean, this is just such goddamn bullshit. Fucking you people suck. Why are you talking to this stupid piece of scum? This lousy lying piece of scum. He gets on your Vloggerheads and talks about how it's okay to beat a dog, right? And he talks about, and he does his little num shit, which is a fucking racist slur from my animal perspective. And he talks about how the only thing that matters is whether you care about something. It doesn't matter whether the thing itself has value. I think you assholes should be able to figure this out. The only people talking that crap are called Darwinianists. Okay, go look those fuckers up. There's 98% of them are racist motherfuckers too. So who the fuck knows what the hell else shoe this fucker hasn't dropped yet about what he fucking believes in. And you're all sitting there rubbing his goddamn fucking balls. Fuck you. This is a piece of fucking goddamn scum, and you ought to call him what he fucking is. A goddamn idiot. A retard. This fucking oral diarrhea he fucking pukes onto the goddamn fucking internet and says, oh, no, you can't make me accountable. You can't argue my goddamn crap. And that's all I goddamn did, and everybody here fucking goddamn knows it. I played your fucking video. One of you scumbags who wants to say that Gary doesn't listen, or Gary doesn't do this, or Gary doesn't do that. Why don't you quote where Gary fucking broke a rule? Why don't you quote it, you fucking scum? So fuck you goddamn people. I'm putting you on my goddamn list, man. When the end times come, I'm going to be on the fucking goddamn animal farm side, you fuckers. Okay? And humans are going to be, we're going to make our fucking roads out of you motherfucking human shit. Alright? We're going to pave our fucking roads with you. And we're going to build a big, giant, ugly monument to a goddamn human ass. We're going to make a 500-foot human ass. And we're going to sit there just to keep us in check. Just so we know never to be as stupid and as scummy and as goddamn manipulative and as greedy and as gluttonous and a goddamn lying scum as a goddamn fucking human. Never fucking again. Never let the DNA molecule mutate into a scummy, goddamn putrid piece of shit fucking human. Alright, so fuck you human shit. Yeah, we're coming for you, you fuckers. I'm going to play his fucking video. I'm going to play it again. Just to illustrate to you fuckers, there was damn good cause for this argument. This motherfucker came on this fucking website and talked about how animals have no fucking rights and that he can beat fucking dogs. I had every fucking right to respond to this motherfucking prick. I have every right to keep making this argument as long as he keeps lying. And that's what he's doing. He lied to Arthur in the comments. He lies everywhere in the comments, playing these little manipulative games. I never said I didn't think there was good and bad. I just said there's no such thing as good and evil, or some other perverse distinction. Okay, really perverse distinction. And even that game he played in his video, he sits there and says good and evil. Right? Like, what's the opposite of good? Do you think it's evil or is it bad? Yeah, he didn't use the word bad because that's what the argument was about. Is whether suffering sucked or whether it was bad thing. A bad thing. Those were sentences in these goddamn videos, this chain of videos. So fuck you people. Fuck you. I'll play his fucking video again. I'll just illustrate to you that this is goddamn disgusting rhetoric. Okay, if somebody was talking this way about your race, or about your family, or about your people, or about your something, you'd be damn fucking pissed off about some asshole who just sits there and decides I'm going to marginalize and say it doesn't even fucking exist. Fuck this cunt.
Males should have, I'm black, males and females should have rights. then females should have rights to vote, and handicapped people, homosexual people.
When he did this shit, he's just talking about this, but he's not talking about why they should have rights. Did you notice that part? He just talks about how, it's because but there's no explanation, and then you find out what the explanation is. It's because it's survival.
We need to expand a circle of what we believe are people that should have rights. That we believe our morality extends to.
That we believe no reasonable human can deny or reject or not be obedient to. That's the whole fucking point of the goddamn law, is to rub it in their goddamn faces like yours. Rub it in their goddamn face and say, this is what it is to be human, you motherfucker. You either play by the fucking rules or get the fuck out.
And what I feel characterizes the vegetarian position is that we need to go one step further and get animals in there. And I just don't see why.
Right. I don't see why, even though people have made tons and tons of arguments explaining in detail why. Because animals feel, you dumb fuck. Okay? And you're not special. We evolved, you dumb fuck. They explain that to you, too. You're sitting there saying you don't believe in anything. You don't have to believe there's a distinction. So what's your distinction? You counted their chromosomes? You count how many hairs are on their ass and declare it not valid? You stupid piece of shit.
The reason why I think we can extend our morality about killing being wrong, about suffering being wrong, to all different types.
Yeah, suffering. So there's no point in saying suffering, right? Because you don't think suffering is something that comes with being sentient. You think suffering comes from something else. What the fuck is on that camera? Weird. I never even saw that before. What the hell that is. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know. Distraction. So he's talking like he uses the word suffering, but only humans suffer. Fuck you. Animals say different. I say different.
Of humans is because we're within a species, and evolutionarily.
Okay, species. So if you're going to make a species distinction, then you might as well make racist distinctions, right? That's what they all do. So there's something behind this agenda. There's a little eugenics crap probably in your little soul.
It's helpful to us to.
Yeah, the Nazis were. Let's cleanse the the human genetic code. That's the game, right? Yeah, it's helpful to us to cleanse our genetics of those sub things, the subs, right?
To keep society running, to keep people happy.
Yeah, Mussolini talked about that. Yeah, people will be a lot happier if you get rid of the stuff. Yeah, I think we ought to get rid of this kind of stuff. This kind of dog beaters. I think they should be on the get rid of list. Yeah, instead of putting Jews in concentration camps, let's put the dog beaters in the camps.
To keep people safe, it's helpful to us to have this idea that it's wrong to kill or wrong to hurt. But
it's only an idea. It's just some kind of silly notion you have, like, it's like a little dance you do. It's like a ritual, right? It's not something you do because you know it is fundamentally negative, that it's fundamentally a bad thing, that it fundamentally sucks. So you don't do it for that reason. You do it because of a ritual. I mean, like a mumbo jumbo, like some kind of open sesame, you say, or something. Just some sort of words you utter, but they have no meaning to you.
Helpful to us, really, in any way to say it's wrong to hurt animals. I mean, there's no correlation proven between violence to animals and violence to other humans.
Don't you just love that? I mean, that would be the only reason why you wouldn't beat a dog, is only if there was an implication that dog beaters also beat humans. So until dog beaters start beating humans, he wouldn't find any reason to stop people from beating dogs. This piece of fucking shit. Yeah, I find this really incredibly offensive. Even watching it again, this is so fucking offensive to me that, I would go to war over something like this. I really would. I would put on a uniform and I would stab motherfuckers with my goddamn gun. Okay? I wouldn't even shoot them. Because, no, I'd say that's too quick. This fucker's got to know what he's fucking asked for. I would stab them to fucking death. I would do it over something like this. This piece of fucking shit thinks he's so fucking better than everything else on this planet. Fuck him.
And if there is, I would say that that's only because in this society it's so stigmatized that only the crazies would actually do it.
So he concedes that only a crazy would do it, but it's only because it's stigmatized. See, if we didn't have a stigma against it, everybody would love beating dogs. It would be what everybody does. You just beat dogs, you eat animals, and you cut them, and you make bows for your girlfriends out of their guts. And it's really cool if you could get like one of those little mink things around your neck, and if the paw is still twitching, that would be even cooler. Fuck, this guy sucks so fucking bad.
And, you know, the arguments outside of the expanding circle argument might be things like life itself is sacred, which is kind of...
Yeah, nobody's arguing that, like I said. Nobody's arguing that in the vegetarian community. Nobody's making arguments about that. Okay, they're all making arguments, 90% of them. 10% are making arguments for health reasons and because food is so expensive. I mean, meat is so expensive to grow. I mean, you have to consume, 40 times the energy of just eating the grain. So it's green policy. But the most of them, 90% of the vegetarians on Earth are vegetarians because they have no desire to fuck up an animal. They have no desire to cause pain and suffering. They have no desire to be implicated in that murder, to contract the murder. So that's the other game this weasel says. I never murder a cow. I never killed anything. You contract it done, asshole. When you give people money for the beef, you know what happens? Yeah, guess what? That's a contract. You've paid for them to kill some more. You stupid goddamn fucking piece of shit.
You hint at. I don't know if you'd use the word sacred, but to me that's just kind of a weird mystical claim. Like life itself has some
well, again, the ultimate straw man argument. Nobody's making that argument. So here he's belittled a rational argument made because people recognize a fundamental truth of the dilemma of our existence, that there's all these animals that are in jeopardy, and yet he'll sit there and take that rational human behavior and belittle it. So he just basically pissed on vegetarians, called them silly people who are doing voodoo. All right, and I'm not supposed to be offended. I'm not supposed to fight back. Fuck this piece of shit.
And I have to ask why. Because there has to be a reason or a motivation for me to adopt a certain moral. So.
Oh yeah, there has to be a reason. Yeah, I have to ask why too. Why? Why would I unadopt a rational recognition that my consciousness isn't special, that all the other consciousnesses are doing the same thing I'm doing, and if I don't like being harmed, if I don't like dying slowly and miserably, why would I have any rational expectation that all those other sentient things would like it? They would enjoy it or say, please give me some fucking goddamn more. No, that's not what they would goddamn say, and you have to you can't miss that logic. So why would somebody miss it? Why would somebody deliberately miss it? Oh, I think he has an agenda.
To adopt the moral, life is sacred. I mean, what's my biological reason to think that?
Biological reason. So again, this is the Darwinian bullshit. Somehow we're just supposed to be. He wants to make you less. He doesn't want to make you a subhuman. He wants to make you a sub-animal. He wants to go all the way to the DNA for his marching orders. And he thinks he wants to do that just because only down there, only on the level of a Tyrannosaurus could he justify the debauchery he wants to grovel in. He wants to do something really disgusting. And that's the only reason why he would want to unravel all sense of his capacity to be implicated in the harming of other sentient creatures.
Now, what's my personal motivation to think that? I mean, you say that morality isn't personal preference, but none of us follow morals that we don't have some reason for believing, that we don't have.
Yeah, exactly. So he's saying you can't give somebody rights unless you like them. You can't accept their rights. You can't yield to them in traffic if it's somebody. No, you don't follow any kind of rules of rational decency and respect for something else's harmability. So he sits there and he no doubt obeys traffic rules for more reason than because he just doesn't want to. He doesn't run over jaywalkers. Do you run over jaywalkers routinely? No, I don't think so. Do you want to do that? Do you think it would be okay to do that? And if it wasn't a law against it, that's the only thing that stops you from doing that? I don't think so, asshole. I think you don't want to get run over when you cross the street. I think that's the fucking truth of it. You don't want it done to fucking goddamn you.
That don't have some alignment with our preferences, or at least fear of retribution.
Yeah, or at least acknowledgement that all the other things on this planet are just as fucking important as you are, shitwit. God, your ego is just so fucking disgustingly dense.
If not alignment with our preferences. And then there's the other argument outside of the expanding circles argument, which is that pain is wrong. And that's just weird to me. I don't know why.
Okay. See, now, this asshole says that he agreed with me that suffering sucks right from the beginning. Now, he's obviously going to say here, why would I think pain is wrong? He just said the words. Do you hear him say the fucking words?
Pain itself should be wrong.
Again, did you hear it? Again, he just repeated it. Why would I think pain is wrong? So obviously, that's a debatable issue, is it not? If some kid came up to you and said something like that, you'd put him in you'd send him to goddamn retard school. You'd figure he's fucking autistic. Why would you ask a question that's goddamn dumb?
Affecting me, like...
Yeah, so if it doesn't affect him, you just hurt him. If he's not having any pain, there's no pain in the world. No, it only affects me. Oh, amazing. And he's having a discussion about morality, and this is what fucking you toads on this goddamn website call a philosopher.
I honestly don't see why, I don't want to do this, but I don't see why my friend Bob can't go and beat his dog. I really don't.
There you go. You really don't. I don't see why there'd be a problem there. How the fuck could that possibly be a problem? It doesn't affect me in any way. So obviously it can't be a problem because it's not affecting me. I mean, this I mean, come on. Do you hear this shit? Do you hear this shit?
It's really, I really have a strong dislike for seeing it.
But I'll contract it. Yeah, I don't really have any problem at all with, paying somebody else to see it. Oh, you fucking cunt. You are just so fucking vacant of any kind of 1+1 connectivity.
And, maybe if the majority... Oh, okay, no. Let me backtrack, because I wasn't being true to my own argument.
Yeah, so now he's going to make the argument from popularity. So yeah, if it's a popular opinion, well then, okay. But not until it's a popular opinion am I going to be able to make a moral argument. So when slavery wasn't, before slavery was abolished and it was popularly accepted, then slavery was okay because it was popularly accepted. Yeah, and the people arguing against it were just silly people then. You see, it's only about what's right is only decided by whatever's popular. It's the right argument, right-wrong argument isn't a philosophical argument. No, it's a popularity contest. And this is Frank's son.
If everyone in society feels an aversion to dog beating, then I can see why we would call it immoral to not beat your dog. But this has shifted over time, and it doesn't seem sacred to me, so it doesn't seem like the value here is...
Again, sacred. He's using all these terminology because he wants to somehow turn the rational connection that any kind of person who has enjoyed or suffered with sentience, being conscious, might extend to other organisms they see as being capable of expressing those emotions and feelings. So anybody who makes that logical connection is in conducting a religion. That's a religious dogma. I mean, this is just the weasel. This is just such a fucking weasel.
Pain is wrong. It seems like We just don't like the idea or the image of someone beating a dog, which I know.
Yeah, we don't like the image of it. God damn it. You know, what the fuck? We don't like the image of it? What exactly is about the image? Oh, I guess the only thing about the image that bothers me anyway is the fact that I'm recognizing that the dog is being harmed. Otherwise, the image is fine. There's nothing wrong with the image. Why would the image bother me? If you were beating a fucking human, if somebody was beating you, okay, the image wouldn't bother me at all. I think the image would be fantastic. I can't wait till that day comes. And, you know, me and the rest of the animals come and get all you fuckers. Yeah. Okay, because you don't deserve any compassion. You deserve to be extended no equal right. Okay, because you won't give it to anybody else. You don't think others deserve it. Why should you deserve it? Why should you get what you are unwilling to give? You are unwilling to give empathy and respect, then you deserve no empathy or respect. Pretty goddamn simple.
But that doesn't tell me pain is wrong. It just tells me there are certain images in which disgust that evoke disgusting.
Yeah, the image is disgusting. Why? I mean, what? You don't like metal clubs or wooden clubs? What about the image disgusts you?
Makes sense. I'm really light. I'm gonna go. I would enjoy a response, you know?
Yeah, well, I gave you a response. Like I said, and you keep talking your shit, fucker. I'll do this every fucking day for the rest of my fucking life. So keep talking shit. You can voice your opinion. You can defend your crazy, insane philosophy, but you keep calling me a liar, and you're gonna start pissing me off. End of the video.